see a dark red animal with a white face and white stripes on his legs. That's an okapi. Now, okapi are real bullfrogs into the giraffe family. Not the zebra family, just because they have those stripes. They're shy animals. They were discovered by Western civilization until 1901. Around the corner here on the driver's side is a watering hole, where we sometimes get to see black rhinoceros getting a drink. Well, I don't see any black rhinos getting a drink right now. But let's turn the corner here and see what we can find.
Have you seen
There's
one?
a black rhino right here, but there's a better view of one up ahead of us here.
Look at the
That's
back.
just a rear
Oh,
end
it's just
view.
showing your rear end.
Out of a profile, this
There's one in front of us.
This guy
He just had a
picture. Those rhinos can charge up to 35 miles an hour and have a very
Oh,
thick
look at
hide.
the big one over there.
Well, they have that thick hide. You might think they don't have any enemies, but they have one important enemy: man. Man poaches those rhinoceros for their horns and has the numbers down to below 5,000. That's in the entire world. On the driver's side, just over here, behind these bushes, between the bushes and the walls, a reddish animal with white stripes on the side. That's a bongo. Bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest because they're so very rarely seen.
It's like the burrows in
Directly in front of us in the little clearing, you'll see a large black and white bird. That's a saddle-billed stork. Now that's the tallest stork in Africa. That guy can get to be 5 feet tall and have a wingspan of up to 9 feet. On the hillside over here, a couple more of those bongos. See them laying down over there, red with white stripes. We're going to leave the Torrey Forest down and head over towards the Safi River. The Safi River is an area where we get to see the Nile hippopotamus. Hippos are one of our larger animals here in Africa. Their males tend to be 5,000 pounds. And when a baby hippopotamus is born, they're already 85 pounds. Now, hippos will stay in the water most of the day to keep those massive bodies from overheating. And while they're in the water, they can stay under the water for 5 to 8 minutes at a time.
Don't try it.
There's a couple of hippos in the water on the right hand side. Kind of hard to see from the left hand side of the truck, but don't worry about it. There'll be more hippos up ahead of us on the left hand side.
Oh, they're in the water. We can't see them. They're
I can
underwater.
stop up there for you to get a picture.
We'll see some in a bit. We'll see some in a bit.
Yeah, there
They
you are.
look like
That
it.
island right there.
Oh, yes.
Out there on that island, right in front of those hippos, are some large white birds. They're piggyback pelicans. They live in colonies and that's in trees. Need to sit down, big guy.
They're not being near as cool as they were last time.
The black ones are fantastic.
Yeah, we love hippos. We love grandma's
Here's one in the water right over here. I can stop here for you guys to get a good picture of him.
There's water there.
Hey, just lift his head. Watch him wiggle his ears. Go ahead, wiggle. Yeah, there you go. Right on cue.
There's a hippopotamus.
All right, around this next turn, one of the main reasons why we ask you folks to please stay seated. We've got an old rickety bridge to get across. And underneath that bridge is some of our less friendly animals.
Oh, no, we don't have to climb that.
The Nile crocodile.
Oh,
This crocodile down there,
That's what you've been waiting to
alligator can
see.
get to be 20 feet long. And those massive jaws of theirs have a clamping pressure up to 2,000 pounds per square inch. They'll use that pressure to crush the bones of an animal they might capture. And yes, for all you skeptics out there, they're all real. This is the Jungle Cruise, so all our animals are real.
Hey? No, I'm not. Hey, would you can't swap over with Ian so you can get closer. We're watching his face.
Now that we're leaving the Safi River area, we're going to head over towards the savannah. Where we're going to see a totally different group of animals and a totally different ecological system. Speaking of different, how's this for a different looking tree over here on your right hand side? That's an ancient baobab tree. Now that tree is over 1,000 years old. It's often referred to as the upside down tree because the way its branches look like a root system, reaching out into the sky for water. Now those trees can survive months and months of drought by storing water in their trunk. They don't go leafless 9 months out of the year. The savannah you see on in front of us here is all part of the Serengeti grass range. which stretches for hundreds of miles across East Africa. It's also the superhighway for millions of migrating animals each year, and home to some of our more famous animals like the lion and the elephant. The goal goes to make up the wild Africa that we're all trying to preserve. Now the reserve gets its look from the animals that live here. The elephants are the bulldozers. They knock down the trees to get to the tender bark at the top. The giraffes are the pruning shears. They eat the leaves on the underside of the tree so that the sun can get through the grasses grow. The zebra and the wildebeest mow down these tall grasses, while the little nibblers like the warthogs and gazelles trim up the edges. It all goes to create a natural system where there's enough food for everybody.
Oh, look at that.
Directly
You know where they've been, that's the dung.
You'll see 4 large piles of what looks like dirt. They're termite mounds. Now, directly in front of those termite mounds is a really small light brown animal. He's actually got a little black stripe on the side, but he's laying down, you can't see it. That's a springbuck. So they get their name because I need the princess in the second row to be sitting down unless she's sitting on your lap. She can sit on your lap if you want to. She can see better. Now, springbuck get their name because when they're frightened, they run full speed across the savannah and they bounce when they run. And believe it or not, that little guy right there can bounce as high as 11.5 feet. Wow. He can jump right over this truck when he's running. The dark brown animals out here, or the driver's side, are sable antelope. Their profiles on the emblem of the Rumpeh Wildlife Reserve. And when they're fully grown, their horns can get to be 5 feet long. These termite mounds just left on the right-hand side of the truck are the hardest concrete. The elephants like to use them as scratchy clips until they wear them down smooth like this one on the right. Then the electric gazelle use them as a lookout bird. Watch out for the lions and cheetahs might be hiding these tall grasses out here.
And he's got his tongue, yeah, and he sticks a very long tongue in and eats them. Because every single plant has a
Just around this next turn, off to your right-hand side behind these tall grasses here, you'll see some gray animals. They're white-bearded wildebeest. They make up the world's largest migrating herd. Now, when there's wildebeest, have to have a baby while they're migrating across the savannah. Both the mother and the baby have to be up and run up in a herd. Beyond these tall grasses out here, you'll see some giraffes. They're Maasai giraffe. They're one of our smaller dress species here in Africa. They only get to be about 14 to 16 feet tall. And believe it or not, giraffe don't sleep for 30 minutes a day. Here, they're already 6 feet tall. Now the 2 taller ones out here are boys. They're 5 months old, and the little one's a female. She's only 4 months old.
Makes me so jealous.
cry. I'm looking to see some close. Those are antlers. Big antlers.
There's some more giraffe down here on your right-hand side underneath these palm trees out here. Now, if you look out there, the one with his head way up in the palm trees with a real pretty white, red and dark markings, that is the happiest animal on earth. They moved that big guy here about 2.5 years ago. Told him they're moving him to Disney. If you ask him today, he'd swear they moved him to heaven. He's been here 2.5 years. Fathered 7 baby giraffes.
Wow.
Little guy in the 4th row. I need you to sit down with a yellow lanyard. You gotta stay seated for me, big guy. He gave us those 3 baby giraffes back there. You see, and this year he gave us 3 babies last year. And Animal Kingdom Live sent one of their females over for him to breed, and he did. If you go over there, you can see their baby giraffe and one of ours from last year's over there.
It's like Wesley, isn't it? 7 kids in 2 years.
They've got a big savannah like this right in the back of the hotels, and the animals can come right up to the back of the hotel. You don't have to be staying there to see it. There's got a big boardwalk that goes out into the savannah where you can walk out there and see it. Go to the lobby right up the back of the hotel. See the animals.
No, I think it's different.
Now, up ahead of us, right as the next turn, just to the other side of this rock wall here on the driver's side, is an area called Monkey Point. It's named for the group of males that live in the area. Males are the largest monkey in Africa. Mature males can get to be 100 pounds. And good of having brilliant red and blue markings on the faces and behinds. There's one underneath the rock. Oh, there's one right in front of the rocks here. One underneath the trees. One right up on the rocks. There he is.
And one on the rocks.
See the big one on the rock there?
There's one monkey.
Yeah. Having a scratch.
There's monkeys out there, aren't there?
You know you're just taking pictures of grass.
It's going over the top, that's why I'm holding it up. Something you behind me, I'm not walking somebody else. Oh, look at people over there, look at that. I remember taking Gary Moss to Chester Zoo with Papa. I think it was you. Yeah, it was you.
Way up in the canyon on your right hand side. You just see the back side and the back legs of an elephant.
Where?
Hopefully there's more elephants up ahead of us on the driver's side where we can stop and get some pictures of them. That's our big male elephant, and you can tell he's a male because he's living there all by himself. Male elephants do that. They live by themselves while the females in the herd with the young. Anytime the male elephant joins a herd, it's for breeding. This bridge looks a lot shakier than one back there by the crocodile. I need everybody to hold everything real tight now. Why do you want to cross your fingers for me?
Dom, sit down.
Cross your fingers and hope to see one. Show Daddy you crossing your fingers to see one. Daddy, cross your fingers to see one. Oh no. Oh, it could be dinner. It could be dinner. It could be dinner. We got across the bridge, okay.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh, we're okay. We're okay. Well done, Tyler.
Alright, I think we got some more elephants up ahead of us now. I can see the footprints along the roadway here, and their tusk marks in the red clay. Now the elephants are eating that red clay to get the minerals out of it. They don't get the green stuff all day long. Our African elephants, the males and the females, have those ivory tusks that are so prized by the poachers. That's why we patrol this reserve with the air wardens to come back on any poaching. Now elephant calves will stay with the mothers for 13 to 15 years, and in that time the mothers will teach them how to find food, where to look for water, and most importantly, how to get along with the rest of the herds. The longer we study the elephant's family life, the more we will appreciate their social skills. There's a good view of an elephant right around the corner here where we have to stop and get
Randy, you look over there. Come here, you need some
Let me get up here where everybody can see at the same time, and I'll stop for you. Now, some of the local farmers have gotten upset with our elephants because they said they've been trampling their crops. So they did a little bit of research, and they discovered something the elephants are afraid of. Does anybody know what elephants are afraid of? No, that's their name. They don't know. They're afraid of bees. So the farmers put beehives all around their crops, and that kept the elephants from going past them and trampling their crops down. And as an aside, the farmers can sell honey. So it's a win-win for the farmers. They save their crops and they got the honey to sell. Oh, here's another one up ahead of us here.
Oh my goodness, this
Looks
is
like
very
she
close.
wet herself and now she's throwing dirt on her back. They use that to use it as a sunscreen. They've got a real thick screen that's extremely sensitive to the sun. So don't get wet and then throw dirt on her back. All around the
Look at it.
See the dirt all on top of her back? Just up ahead of us here are some greater flamingos. They're the least pink of all the flamingo breeds. They get their coloring from the brine shrimp, another secret that they can keratin. Now, if you look out there real careful, you'll notice some of the flamingos are standing on one leg. Does anybody know why flamingos stand on one leg? They do it because they can. Now we're heading into a part of Savannah where we sometimes get to see the white rhinoceros. Now the white rhinoceros is one of our great success stories here in Africa. They were hunted to near extinction in the wild by the poachers, and for some reserves like Burundi and others like it, their numbers are back up to a sustainable level once again. But don't think they're out of the woods yet, though. Those poachers come right into reserves just like this one. They'll hunt those rhinoceros with little horns.
Papa, can you have a drink of water, please? Before you ask him. Hey, you feeling?
Just over here on the driver's side, just behind these bushes, is a muddy area. See that muddy area right there? We call that area right there the Rhino Spa. That's where they go when they want to take a mud bath.
That's why we really sensitive, gorgeous skin.
It's so frustrating to be when somebody's not happy.
Drink of water. Funny water. Eddie, drink of water. Did you want to drink water, Zoe? We'll just fill it up with water fountain. Ian, will you see if Lucas wants one, please? He's not a drink for a while. Is alright? No. But it's better for you than Coca-Cola.
Just over here on your left-hand side, between those two trees and back of that one bush, you just barely make out the body of a cheetah.
Yeah. Behind those two bushes.
I can see it, yeah.
Oh yes, you can just
Cheetahs are the
see it.
fastest animal on Earth. They can reach speeds of up to 70 miles an hour. They can only do that for short periods of time. Cheetahs, unlike most cats, are daytime hunters. They rely on their keen eyesight to do their hunting instead of their sense of smell.
All right. Look at that.
Yeah, it's the camera. Good job. You said it worked good.
There's a zebra. This is actually a Grant zebra. Now, if you look really carefully at those zebras, you'll notice that they have a black nose, which is proof that they have black skin with black and white fur creating their stripes. No two zebra stripes are ever exactly alike. Way out to your right-hand side, some of those white rhinos I was telling you about. They get their name from the Afrikaan word "white," which means wide. For the wide jaw they have has nothing whatsoever to do with their color. The small dark-fat animals out here laying down on the right-hand side are bantabak. Bantabak are totally extinct in the wild. Little guy in the fourth row, I need you to sit down. You got to sit down and stay down. You can't keep popping up and down like a jack-in-the-box.
Sit down. No, you can't stand up. You can sit on top of it. Who wants to sit on top of it? No, it's too big, but he can. These are shaped like
Up ahead of us here are some warthog burrows. Warthogs are the largest burrowing animal in all of Africa. Hey, here's a warthog laying down over here on the left-hand side.
That's small. Oh, look up.
And right beside her are her little piglets. She's got 4 little piglets laying down there with her.
Whoa. All right, yeah.
So they're taking a nap. They must have nursed them recently.
Where they going?
There, just need these logs going.
Up ahead of us on the driver's side are some ostrich eggs. They're the largest eggs laid by any terrestrial creature. And on both sides of the truck are some white animals with horseshoe-shaped horns. They're called addax. Addax can go almost indefinitely without water. They get all the moisture they need to survive for the greenery that's eaten. The grasses, the leaves off the trees, and even the little plants. There's the back end of those rhinos again.
Nope. Just turn around, it's boring. Oh, look at these heron. Is that an heron? Heron? Most children get these behind cages. You're very lucky to see them behind these cages on the bar.
Just over here on your left-hand side, you'll see some white animals with brown necks and long, skinny horns. They're called scimitar horned oryx. They get the name for the shape of those horns. They look like those ancient Middle Eastern swords, the scimitars.
If you've not got food, don't bother.
Alright, I'm not finding words to now to drop these books off. I want to thank you all for your help out there. Remember, even when you're at home, you too can help save animals in their habitats. Now, if you're interested in other close encounters with animals while you're here in Africa, you can go to the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail. There they've got an underwater viewing area where you see the Nile hippopotamus, a glassed area where you see the silverback gorillas, and they've got like rats. They go rats over there. Now, when you're folks enough to get off the truck, make sure you look behind you to see if anything out of your pockets, like a wallet or a cell phone. We don't want you to leave anything on the truck here. And while you're here in Animal Kingdom, be sure to try to get to the festival.
What's the water again?
That's the number one show in all of Disney. When you get time for a second show, Planet Kingdom is a really good show.
ready, you see, wow.
Whoa.
Enjoy that, sweetheart. Enjoyed your safari.
How about it? Everybody enjoyed your safari today?
Yes, thank you.
Here in Africa, we'd like to say goodbye, so we use the Swahili word, Kwaherini, which means go well. So you folks have a wonderful rest of your day here in Africa. And Kwaherini, everybody.
Kwaherini.
You all have a hakuna matata day, folks. No hurries in Africa.
You changed it like British shirt.
Yeah.
That's why I got this on. No, but you stop on it.
Come on then.
Once again, thanks for helping there, guys. Remember, you are right in Africa, so you can go out there.